You're a midlife woman who is struggling with stress, sleep, or weight gain. This video is for you. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that most people ignore that's happening inside a midlife woman that is showing up in stress, lack of sleep, weight gain, you name it. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Leslie Urbas. I'm a registered dietitian, a personal trainer, and a nervous system expert. And in this video, I just want to discuss something that is not spoken about and why what you're doing may not be working the way you want it to work. Okay. The thing is, the way we punish ourselves in our own head is causing us this additional weight gain, stress, and lack of sleep. Okay. Maybe it's after you eat something you didn't mean to eat, after you say something you didn't mean to say, after you act in a way you didn't mean to act, the way you spend money, maybe after you rest or take a nap, or after you say no, or even after you say yes, right? It actually comes from inside. It's an internal punishment inside your thoughts that shows up in your body. So we don't really call it self-punishment, but that's what it is. Internally, what we're saying to ourselves is, I should have done better. I should have known better. Of course I should have. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Guilty by association. Fill in whatever is going on in your head. What's wrong with me? Why did I do this? All these things. I could cycle like this for days. I should have known better. I should have thought better. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I said that. And this voice becomes really normal for us because when we were young, we might have heard these things from our parents. We might have heard these things from others. We might have heard these things from friends. We might have heard these things from our teachers. So now we don't have to have the teacher or the parent. We're just continuing to hear it. And as we hear it, we put more pressure on the body. We clench more, we tighten more, we increase our cortisol. We live in fight, flight, or freeze. And because of this, the pressure keeps our system, our nervous system, our body on high alert, constantly scanning for tigers. But this time, it's not scanning for tigers. It's scanning for shoulda, 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 woulda, coulda, but I didn't. And now I am guilty by association, and it is my fault. So, what do we do with this? Now that we know that it could be our own psyche, our own self-punishment, this I did something wrong feeling, what goes on is that our sleep gets lighter. Our digestion tightens and we're not able to fully digest. Our weight becomes harder and harder to regulate. Our thoughts become louder and louder. Our reactions get quicker and quicker. And it's like, ooh, ooh, lee, ha, right? Not because you're failing or you're falling apart or because you need to go grab 18,000 supplements, which can help. It's because what has to happen is the internal response of letting your system know you're safe and you respect you, that you aren't against you. This is key. But in midlife, we're still pushing, add a supplement, struggle, go to the gym more, take that off the plate, no more cupcakes, no more hot dogs, no more ding dongs, whatever it is. We go with the same things we learned in our young ages, our teens, and our 20s. Punishment, take away, go to the corner, ignore this, do more work. And in midlife, it stops working. The more we push, the more we add, the less the body responds, the more the stress increases. And so we don't get the same results. So even if you find that right person with all the magical supplements and all the magical things, it might not work because the nervous system, the body has to come back to being grounded in peace. So what do we do with this? The key is to switch a little bit of the conversation in our head. 1% better every single day. So here's something that I do when I hear the woulda, shoulda, coulda voice come up. I acknowledge that a part of me is having a hard time, just like my child. I don't want to clean up. I don't want to pick this up. I don't want to put the dish in the dishwasher. I don't want to brush my teeth, right? Only when you're the adult and you know you have to do these things, you have this internally that you know that you do, right? So how do you help yourself? You acknowledge the part of you and you say, oh, hey, part, I see you. You want to punish me. You want me to do more at the gym. You want me to feel bad. I acknowledge you. I acknowledge you. I see you. And because I don't do that anymore, because I'm not going to give myself a punishment today, what is it that you need? And then listen to the part. Sometimes it's going to need a hug. Sometimes it's going to need rest. Sometimes it's going to need for you to reach out to somebody like myself and find out what it's like to work with somebody. Sometimes it's going to be clicking the link below and grabbing the $27 Come Back to Calm course so you can learn more tools to 1% soften and 1% soften and 1% soften and 1% soften, getting a little bit better each and every single day, feeling more like yourself each and every single day, coming out of this punishment phase and allowing yourself to feel better every single day. Believe me when I tell you, there was a time I thought being more and more harder and stricter and counting more calories and more supplements and more time at the gym was going to be the answer. But what wound up being the answer was the tools I teach in the Come Back to Calm, is getting more help myself and losing the I should be able to handle this, I should know better, and allowing myself to go inward and hear what was really going on. So if this sounds a little bit like you, grab the $27 course below or book a call with me to uncover more of what's happening in your body that's stopping you from getting the weight off, the stress decrease, the good night rest that you want, because it's deeper and you deserve to feel good, even in midlife, even in late life, even as a kid. And all those things can come into play right now. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions, leave them below or grab one of those below. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.